Hello, lovies. Happy Monday, whatever year it is. Let's get back into the swing of things. I hope you guys had a good holiday break. I'm starring questions. I'm distracted, but I'm not distracted. Trying to get everybody in here. I would say the world's still turning, but I don't think it turns. Okay. I just want to let everybody know that I am back to scheduling your private reading. So if you've purchased one, please email me. I have returned all of the emails. I'm caught up and getting them scheduled. So if you purchased one, please let me know. And if you were gifted one, please email me. You got to reach out to me. I don't reach out to you. I have enough things to do. I got some crazy hair today. All right. Coffee page is open. Now, I will give you a fair warning. If grandbaby comes, whenever grandbaby decides to come, because they're saying anytime, I will let you know ahead of time that I am watching the rest of the littles when he makes his grand entrance. So I won't have a show. I may have to bounce around some readings. All right. Did you guys enjoy your break from me? I did not much of anything other than normal clean the house. We didn't do holidays or anything. Grandbabies ran by, gave me a hug. That was it. But I tell you what I did do. I took naps like it was my job. That's how serious I was. Okay. And I barely picked up my phone every once in a while. I have no desire. No desire. I did do some reading. It didn't seem like the holidays. It was quite off. Quite off. We didn't do any holidays this year. We didn't do any trick or treating. We didn't do nothing. It just, I don't know. There's just something about the year it just didn't seem right, and we didn't do nothing. All right. As I drink down my go-go juice, I think this is the second pot of coffee I've had today. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. All right. So, a lot going on in the world. I don't know what this notice is from StreamYard. Apparently, StreamYard has been merged into its parent entity. It's called Bending Spoons. Okay. All right. I don't know. It just kept flashing up there. All right. Let's close the questions. I know. You're like, what? There's that many of them. Coffee page is always open. All right, let's put this up here. Well, where to go? Okay. Seems like I was going to tell you all something, but I don't remember what it was. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Okay, let's go over to the coffee page. Who do we have first? Sunshine. Hello, lovey. All right. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Just another day to me. Thank you in advance for guidance. Well, you're welcome. Just hope I don't guide you in the wrong way. Number 1. May I get a general reading for the next 2 weeks? Okie dokie. Charlene, our record's 3 minutes for closing. Wow. That's pretty good. All right, next 2 weeks. If anybody else is like me as far as this RV stuff goes, whatever. It will happen probably when I'm dead, but I don't care anymore. It'll happen when it happens. When is grandbaby due? Originally, they said he wasn't due till February, but he's such a big boy. He's already more than 7 pounds. That they're saying it wouldn't be safe for him or mommy to go much longer. I said, he'll decide when he wants to come. All right. As I'm shuffling for Miss Sunshine, we have a humanitarian meeting Thursday. I will record it. I cleaned up more of the hard drive. I'll send a reminder out on the Telegram. All right, Sunshine, next 2 weeks. For you and your little dog, too. Oh. Wow. You got a lot of 5s in here. Now, 5s in tarot are temporary. We start out with loss and sadness, but this is strategic. Now, something could be coming to an end, but it's almost like this is something that you wanted to happen. This is you in the past taking control of a situation. Here's another 5. Because there's something else that you want to firmly plant roots, moral move. It can be a faith card, but this is more about getting back to your traditions, what you want to do, what you find morally sound. That's interesting in the future. Wow. You're taking action. This is just a new path. The next 2 weeks are really going to open up about information about this new path. Communication. I think you've been getting a lot of downloads. And this is taking action. You have some aces. Making this decision may seem like a loss or a huge change. It's temporary. You are meant to take actions. And apparently you're getting a job with the King of Wands. So happy pole swinging. No, he's just a go-getter. It's like, I'm determined to do this. So the next 2 weeks are going to be busy. But don't be surprised if your emotions fluctuate a little bit. Okay, base card. This is going to make you very, very happy. There's something opening up for you that you look forward to. Okay. I'm waiting for wings. Okay. He's done. Babies are a blessing. They're absolutely a blessing. It's even more of a blessing when you can send them home. Yep. All right, sunshine. Second part of your question. What is the triad? How are planning that will impact the world? Received warning. Okay. Now, English police here. How are planning? I've been off for 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure that's not English. Possibly trying to speak to me in redneck. I get it. How are they trying to plan? What will impact the world? What are they trying to plan? I'm just going with it here. All right. First of all, what is the triad? Okay. What are they planning? Okay. What is the triad? Okay. Wing says, well, there's benevolent and then there's malevolent. So there's a good version and a bad version. Well, just like everything else in the world, right? He's using the word council, so I don't know what that means. Is it a council of three? I don't know what that means, Wings. Okay. As above, so below. Spiritual, physical. Yeah, you're not helping. Put your pencil down. Okay. What is the triad? I still keep picking up on two different energies here. There's good and there's bad. Which makes sense because anytime you have something good, the bad will stop it and vice versa. Oh, lovely. Death. Okay. This is a buckle up buttercup moment. Apparently there's a lot. Now we need to understand that the death card in tarot represents slow change, out with the old, in with the new. Now that is on the good side. But on the bad side, it can mean a physical death. Well, we'd like to kill you all. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. And this is hold on for dear life. Now, it also means this is a financial market too. He's an entrepreneur. It's a pentacle card. So making investments, hold on. They may try to interfere with things. You've already received a download about this. I think you already know. You need to trust your instinct. This is you there, Queenie. Pay attention to these. Yes, Wings. Pay attention to these downloads. Now, this is alignment coming in quickly. It's already happening. We're already seeing it. Now you're going to see the negative and you're going to see the positive. This normally is alignment for positive. Everything is lined up, ready to go. They're already moving, taking action. For the negative, it's misalignment. They want to throw a monkey wrench into the thing. There's a lot of different moving parts here. Physically, you could look at the financial market. Spiritually, let's make everybody depressed. Lower frequencies. That's what Wings is showing me, the Schumann resonance. Okay. Basically a battle for good versus evil. All right, so this is a constant It's your worker bee card. That means we get better and better and better at what we do on the positive. Increase, increase, better, better, better. They are going to continue to counter that. We know that. Do not surrender to this. A lot of people will give up. Now, if you guys didn't know or didn't get a notification, I put up your zodiac, not only for January, but I put it up for the whole one for the whole year as well. It's always subject to change. That's a lot of information for 1 year. We can change this. But it did kind of hint that we would lose a lot of people. Lack of faith. Could be physical. This is just a warning. Don't quit. They're going to put out just as much stuff to get people distracted. Hold your ground. You have the upper ground. Hold on to it. Okay? So there's a lot of different moving parts. It just depends if we're talking about physical. Pay attention to the frequencies. They're going to mess with financial markets. Basically everything that I'm saying is we've already been doing it. They just may turn the dial up just a little bit. But when you're asking about the triad, there's positive and there's negative. This is one of those, pick the side of the fence you're on. Everybody here is on the right side of the fence, but there are some that are teetering. Just brace yourself. Okay? All right. Yeah, financial markets, I'm not worried about it. I'm actually rooting it on. So when you hear me say down with the dollar, well, we need it to. You'll see silver bounce back. They're trying to cover it all up, and that's not going to work. Precious metals belong to God. So what we need to look at it is all the negativity is a positive thing, because we've seen what the future looks like. Will it freak everyday people out? Absolutely. All right. Miss Wyletta has the next one. Hi, Jen. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Do you have any messages for me this week, please, and thank you? All right, love. Well, Sister Wyletta is not in prison. She survived the holidays. The question is, did everybody else in her family survive? Now, for my currency holders out there, y'all pay attention to what that boulevard is going to keep spiking in price. So if you haven't already purchased them, do it before it goes up again. I think it's almost doubled in price. Yeah. They know what it will be worth. Everyone survived, Wyletta? You're losing your touch, darling. You didn't work hard enough. I'm teasing. All right. Wyletta, are you trying to get back into the swing of things? You doing your mama bear stuff? Oh. Sometimes I just want to travel around to your all's houses and fix your problems, but that's not my job. All right. Listen, Wyletta, you're going to focus on this is happily ever after, family-wise. You're the mama bear. You're the one that brings all this happiness. That's also a reminder, please stay grounded. There's something sad here that has happened in the past. It could be the last 2 weeks. Maybe it wasn't what you thought. Something has saddened you. All right, let's not focus on what saddens you. Focus on the positive. There are some harsh words coming in here. Do not let this energy take you down. All right. There is a male energy, actions by a male energy that kind of want to keep you down. Now, you're going to have to take the upper hand on this. And you know how to do this. You know, you can pat his little cheeks and say, aren't you precious? Trust your instinct. I want you to trust your instinct. The advice is the moon card. This is when sharp words come or information comes that you don't like. Trust your gut. And when that small voice is going, be nice, listen to it. Okay? Do not let it send you into sadness. All right? That's a warning. You go talk yourself out of going to prison. This is something that you have to go through. I know you're like, why the crap did I sign up for this? Well, you did, darling. This is hope and optimism and healing for the future. I want you to focus on this, not the conflict. So you're going to be muttering under your breath a lot. Isn't he precious? I love him. Base card, don't make knee-jerk reactions. You're just going to be going, aren't you good? Ain't you a good little boy? Just breathe through it. Okay? A little bit of a rough week. It's like you're trying to get back into the swing of things and you don't need somebody throwing a monkey wrench into the situation. Buddy, you will try. Okay? I think you already kind of know this. All right. What do we have? JD. May I get some encouraging words from my family on where to focus? So happy you're back, Jen. I love you. I love you too, darling. All right. Where do you need to focus? Well, if you're driving on the road, let's find out. Roman, you're so funny. Be a jerk. You're not a jerk with bad reacting knees. JD, have you made it could be a mental checklist. He showed me a checklist of some of the things you want to try to accomplish this year. I don't know why you want to change anything. You've got this list. I don't think this is something you've shared with anybody because in the past position, this is secret information. It's kind of like, I think I'll just kind of keep this under wraps until I get a message from Spirit. Well, your Lyran family's coming in here. Your card always comes in here, letting you know that they're with you. there isn't anything that you need to change. What you were doing last year, you need to continue this year, because that's on the right path. Now, you've got this thing about wanting to protect everybody. Okay. I'll tell you what I tell everybody. You ain't Jesus. Okay. Right. This is protection. I just want to move everybody out of their troubled ways and make it better. But you can't do it all because it's exhausting. All right. It wears you out. This just tells you you're lined up doing exactly what you need to be doing. You got a lot of 8s in here, which is a beautiful number. You're going to keep doing what you're doing because that's what brings your celebration and victory. These are beautiful cards. I want you to focus on you and the new stuff in your life. You can still help people, but don't make it your focus where that's all you do. Strengthen that relationship that you have with your divine creator. You're getting better and better and better. The more you communicate. Yes, Max. I know. You can't take in everybody. I know you want to. The base card is everybody that feels left out in the cold, the sick, the hurt, the poor, everybody. You're just like, I want to fix it. You're not in a position to be able to do all that right now. You're still in baby step modes. Prayer is a huge thing. You're going to do what you can, but you're not going to overextend yourself because it's early in the year. You're going to wear yourself out. Your focus is to make sure you're good. Focus on your plans that you may have written down for projects later, and just keep expanding on that. There is nothing in here that has changed. All right, we're sending Terry good energy for her interview. All right, so JD, you're just going to keep on keeping on, but can we dwindle down the list? Okay, you keep showing me this list. It doesn't need to be that long. Little bits. All right, just do a little bit as you can. You look at those big long lists, you're going to get overwhelmed. All right. Let's go back to the coffees. It's a Miss Patty. Hi, Lovey. Hello, Sister Jen. Let's have a look at what January has to offer me this year. Life, love, and anything else you can see. Okay. Let's see. You're considering lots of project ideas. I know, but you can only do like one at a time. Now, a lot of that stuff you'll be able to hire, and getting the idea out of here and onto paper so someone else can carry it out. And if you're a control freak, you're going to want to be in a million places at one time, and you're going to burn out really fast. So reel it in. All right. Miss Patty, what do we got? Miss Mary, what are you walking away from, lovey? By the way, Miss Patty, how is Miss Maggie? Still full of piss and vinegar, I'm sure. Okay, you're focusing on the littles for financial reasons. Your plan's not going to change too much. This is taking control of a situation. Right now, it's about balance. Time, money, time, money. Your focus right now is financially, okay? This is setting secure goals, making sure that you could meet certain goals by a certain time. Now, don't put so much pressure on yourself that it's unrealistic. Your plan is to do this for not only your son, but grandchildren, because they just don't have what you would like to see them have. You're going to have some tough decisions to make. We would like nothing more than to spoil and give abundantly. But sometimes the greatest gift and the greatest victory, Wings is showing me pull in the reins. You don't want to do too much. I hope that makes sense. Because sometimes it does more harm than good. What does it do for people when you give them everything? We don't want to make spoiled brats, ungrateful people that me, and they never want to do for themselves. Wings is showing me reel in the reins of your mindset of what you are projecting, things that you want to do. Don't go too big, because there still has to be some standard of not, well, you have to earn this, sort of. Responsibility, accountability has to come with gifting. All right, so right now you're trying to focus on finances. Keep building your investments up or whatever you're working on. But realistically, when it comes down to it, how are you going to disperse it responsibly? Am I missing? Miss Maggie went to live with a friend. You don't have her now. I'm so sorry. It's okay. You're good with it. She needed a playmate. Okay. Well, that seems to have happened a lot in the community. A lot of people just find that it's best for their fur baby and for themselves that they get rehomed. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Think about how many people in the collective have had to do that recently. You know what that tells me? You don't have to agree with me. Big changes are on the way, and you're not going to have time. It takes a lot of energy and time. It's not about the money. It takes a lot of energy and time to have fur babies, and a lot of attention. If your attention is going to be needed elsewhere, it's necessary. So don't be hard on yourself. Okay. I know you say it's okay, but there is still this down gut, a little bit of guilt there. Release it and let it go. It is a full wolf moon right now, so if that is something you need to release, go ahead and release it. Okay. But you're going to focus on the future for grandchildren and stuff. Just don't, we don't dump and throw up Disney World in their lap. You know what I mean? That's just over gifting. We keep it realistic. Okay. All right. Let's see. Someone. Good afternoon, Jen. Welcome back. Well, I continue to get shunned by my family because I smoke. You know what? Why do you care, darling? Now, you know I'm going to tell you like it is. Why does it bother you? What you do is your business. All right. I can quote one of my grandbabies. You not the boss of me. Why does it bother you? That ain't none of their business. Let's pull cards. Charlotte, you building a pool? Are we joining the polar bear club? It's a little cold. Okay. Um, First of all, it's their choice. This it's kind of been hurtful. All right, this is just a representation of your family, what they've done in the past. It's been hurtful. They were hoping that this would cause you to make the decision to slowly change. Um, in the future, you'll be able to start a new relationship, but I want you to be aware there may be hidden agendas here. Okay, this is secretive. I'm still back to, if you do it, you do it for yourself. It should not matter. This is not something you need to worry about. You're going to do you. This is stability. And this is go about and do your own thing. If it's really still bothering you, remember, a lot of people will poke the bear. Go pick on a vice that you may have, a habit that you have. They don't like it. It's none of their business. It just causes fighting. And you know what that does? It lowers the frequency. This is something that you have to be ready to do if you want to. But I'd be damned if somebody's going to say, well, we're not going to talk to you if you don't. That's manipulation. Okay, bye. This is something that you need to settle internally with you. All right? You can't let people walk all over you and dictate to you how you're going to live your life. How would they take it if they did something that you didn't like? Well, it's not your choice. It's my choice. Exactly. Do you love the hypocrisy in the world? Okay. It could get better in the future, but I want you to pay attention to manipulation all for all the wrong reasons. Because there's something in the future that they're going to probably be willing to overlook it. Why? Could be money. What can I get out of you? That's greedy ass bastards. Sorry. All right. All right, Eva, what do we got? Happy New Year, Jen. Happy New Year. What will this year bring for me and my kids? Oh, and is my man coming this year? Because I'm getting old. You're not getting old. We're all spring chickens compared to what we could be living. Do we want to do Methuselah? Yeah. All right. Eva needs a man. What does your year look like for you and the kids? Um, are you moving? In some aspects, it feels like it's not starting off very good. You're focusing on what you've lost, and this could be man in the past. Don't there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen this year. They're not going to tell you. Miss Secret card in here. She's like, we can't tell you everything because that just kind of ruins it. You're like, great, thanks. You've really just been focusing on being a mom. Okay, help guiding your kids, whether they're grown or little. It doesn't matter. You never stop being a mom. I'm curious to know if you're seeking currently, right now, looking for information. Now, this could be a new job or a new home. Okay, this is communication, talking, seeking information, knowledge, education. Some kind of big deal's going down, and Judgment is a movement card. Something's getting your attention, like I may need to change my job, which may end up changing my physical location. This is a tough decision you're going to have to make. Right now, as far as the relationship situation is, you're kind of on guard. You're standing up, going, She's like, no, I'm not. Where's he at? He's coming, but right now you have to focus on this. This is a huge life thing. So it's almost like universe is saying, we want you settled before we send you the man. Okay. Is he coming? Yep, he's coming. And this is the love of your life. This is the one that's going to, your cuppeth overfloweth. Okay. But there's some tough decisions. Yeah, you're going to be partying. But you're not seeing it right now because they need you focused on something else. There's some other big life change. You're not seeing it. This is try to get a different perspective. Are you prepared if you meet this person to move? That's another question. Okay. He's coming, but I don't get that it's going to be in the first half of the year. There's some very big choices that you're going to have to make. The base card's beautiful, happily ever after. So this man is coming, but we need to get you settled where you're secure in, whether it's a new home or you selling your home, there's some big life event that you've got to take care of, and that's when he comes in. You may call up a new realtor and that's him. You never know. Roman, are you in here? Better late than pregnant. All right, Blanche. All right. I love the good Golden Girls. All right. Let's jump over. Let's start our stars. All right. Better late than pregnant. We got Roman. Scientist. Miko, I'm guessing, speaking openly about Atlas, says after some countdown data streams and frequency were sent, including star charts and data about humans showing we've been observed. Continue. Okay. Oops. Where'd it go? Well, I just lost it. I'll find it. Hang on. He says 23 days left for current countdown from Atlas signal, and last message said, are you ready? What can Spirit tell us, please? So this is coming from Atlas. Okie dokie. Are we ready? We've been ready. What's It's one of those, I'm going back to bed. You wake me up and tell me when you're ready. It's not, I don't think it's us that's not ready. It's the rest of the world that's not ready. All right. 23 days? From what date are we counting down? So towards the end of the month? All right. Wow. Hang on. Okay. I kind of expected that card too. These are beautiful cards. Roman, there's a lot of accuracy in this. Like, I don't ever give anything 100%, but it's pretty daggone close. There's something that is strengthening this date time. Well, we don't like times and dates, but roundabout. So let's not hold them to 23 days, but around that time, there is something about these frequencies, messages, strength, victory. This is because we have raised, this is in the past. This is that love vibration that we needed. We've been doing very, very well. We have our moments. It's okay. This is something the whole world will experience. This is indicating a cycle is ending at the end of this. I don't know what you listened to or what the whole message was. There is a cycle that is completing itself and a whole new one is beginning. And this is also a victory card. And this is for the whole world. In the future, this is for all generations to come. King of Pentacles is the head of stability for all generations. He handles all the financing as well. Okay. It's dead on. There's your ace. Something is about to occur where you're going to be extremely happy. This is a gift. The warning that does not shock me at all. The problem is, and it's always been the problem, it's why we keep having delays, is the thief and liars. Okay? You're going to hear and see and read about things that are going to try to lower that frequency. So whatever is incoming, accept it if it's positive, and put back out positive, because we don't, I just say love and pray people to death, okay, if that makes sense. Overabundance, so that eliminates fear. But whatever Atlas is sending, it is completely accurate. Whatever this message is in 23 days, there is a cycle ending. Are you ready? I would emotionally, spiritually, physically, I don't know how you would do that, prepare your mental state. Now, if you want to include that in a prayer or something you say, I accept and I am open to gifts of surprise and positive elements of the divine, because we don't want to invite the negativity in there. The base card, something's going to get our attention. This is beyond the veil, something we cannot see, but this has to be done very strategically. Thank you, Wings. He's taken the World card and he's showing me that it's for the whole world, but not everyone in the whole world is going to experience the same thing. Remember, we talk about riding the fence. Which side are you on? Some are not meant to experience the good, positive stuff. Could it be a split in the timeline? I don't know. Now let's give it a signal countdown. Well, according to the cards, it's accurate. We welcome the good, the positive, the divine. We'll take it. Okay. Miss Lisa. Hi, Jen. Kyle went back to Oregon last night. He didn't seem excited about it at all. Well, nothing against people in Oregon, but can you blame him? Till it's cleaned up. Does he really want to be in college? Does he really want to be in Oregon? Shake my head, please and thank you. You think that he's kind of covering up how he really feels? College is not, it's not the way I remember it. From what I have seen, college is not my college days. And I was married and had children when I went to college. And so there was no partying or anything like that, but the education system was totally different. There was none of this liberal crap that they're breathing down people's necks. So let's find out where Kyle's state is. Does he really want to be there? He's just afraid to say something. Or he really likes being in college. He's just got a really bad case of homesickness. Because when you are away from home, it can change your mindset. Let's see. He doesn't like being away from home. It saddens him. A lot of negative energies there as well. He is really trying his hardest, Lisa, to find balance in his life. He is trying to balance out, I need to do this, but he feels stuck. Like, this is not what I signed up for. Before, in the past position here, it's like, this is awesome. I'm going to school. I'm going to be sitting pretty after all this. I just have to get through it. The move has done a lot of damage. This is a conversation. This is moving away from home. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like the distance. This is a conversation you need to have in the future. This is communication. You need to have a sit down with him. This is his mindset, and this is why. There is a lot of negativity where he's at. He's not telling you everything. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. This is lots of secrets. There's partying. He tries to distance himself from this. It's not what he thought it was. I'm just not sure that he's going to be open and tell you exactly how he feels. That's the thing. Your mama bear, you'll be able to see right through him. Yeah, I don't see his comfort level at all. It's just like he's going through the motions because he feels that he has to. He doesn't like the environment at all. His friend told his mom that Kyle was eager to get back. Kyle told me it's just like high school. Well, how was high school for him? I mean, it's good for some people, bad for others. The maturity level, I don't doubt it. Could be where the partying card came in. Yeah, I would, Lisa, I would recommend, according to this, to sit down and have that conversation. That Ace of Swords is communicating and say, you know, that if you ever just don't like it, you can let me know and we'll work out something else. Maybe he wants to learn a trade. Trade school is much better. He decided to come home for spring break. See, these are little hints that the more he is offering, somebody that's like already sprung the nest and's like, I ain't ever going back home, already starting to show signs of, I'm going to go back home every chance that I can get. Just keep reiterating to him, you know, it's okay if you change your mind. Give him permission because he doesn't want to disappoint you. All right. And he probably misses brother. Okay. But it does recommend to have that conversation. Okay. Let me refresh. All right, we're good. Roman. Will Maduro give proof of systematic and Dominion election fraud for the public to understand as proof? He doesn't need to. We already have it, but it'll probably help the situation. Let's see. It's kind of a yes or no. He seemed awful relaxed in his journey. Multiple wardrobe changes. Coming in saying, Happy New Year! I'm like, oh yeah, he looks distressed. I think he made a deal. And I think just the enemy knowing that we have him in captivity is just, they're shitting their pants. Let's just put it that way. But let's find out if this is going to reveal the election fraud. They're already fighting about it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is a drip drop of information. They're already fighting about it. The deep state. The interesting part about the position of this card is in the past position. This was already given. They have it all. They've always had it. Fraud eviscerates everything. Yes, it's coming out. Who got paid? They're going to follow the money trail. Okay. I think we need to understand that Maduro has never been in charge. He's a puppet, just like everybody else. So here's your strong yes, Roman. They're already taking actions for all of that to come out. He and Wifey Poo, this is better off. They're better off. It's a victory for everybody. They're going to be setting. I wouldn't say witness protection, but they have nothing to worry about. I think that he would have been unalived if he would have stayed there, if that makes sense. Let's just be clear. He may want to hang out like Epstein, right? You know what I mean? We don't know. Should we call it now that he didn't do it himself? I think that he's a target, but I think he's going to be well protected, is what I'm getting from that reading. Yes, the information will come out, but this is all optics. They already had everything that they needed to prove the stolen elections. This is just making the deep state squirm, and they're doing everything by the book. You got extra witnesses, throw them in there. He's just a patsy. Okay. Anissa. What is happening these last days? I don't know if I'm up or down, happy or sad, or on top or bottom. Can you please explain? Or just go diagonally. It's probably better. Just go with the flow. Well, that's the energies. I'm going to pull cards for you, but that is generally everything just seems so squirrely. Are we coming? Are we going? Are we in a neutral? Just feels weird. The best way that I can describe it is two different worlds running side by side, and we have one foot in and one foot out, and we can't figure out, and it just makes everything feel like it's flipped upside down. There's still these 3D aspects that we have to do, and it keeps us anchored. It could be loved ones, 9 to 5 jobs, whatever, keeps us in one world. But spiritually and frequency wise and everything, we're in a different world, and it makes everything swimmy. I totally get what you're saying. We're transitioning, but it causes this loss. The human emotional element of it is this is all we've ever known, and we're saying goodbye to it, which is the 3D. These are positive changes. We should be celebrating because this is the new world that we're entering. But there is loss and sadness going, but I don't want to leave this person behind. But well, what if I never have contact with them again? Because you're a human being and you have feelings. All right. This isn't something to worry about. This is unnecessary anxiety and worry and thoughts. You're responsible for your soul and your soul only. And that is where your focus needs to be. This is what you've agreed to. This is an agreement. The only thing that the Spirit's recommending is you give this loving offer. This is a loving gesture to other people, going little drip drops of information to get them to wake up so they will come over to the awake side, basically. That's all you can do. But there is already a preset contract. Those that will go, those that will not go, and those that will just take a whole lot longer to get there. You've got to keep trucking forward. And I know we feel like we're tethered to 100 million things back in this old world that we don't want to let go of because we don't know anything else. But this is the manifestation that's going to happen. You either want it or you don't. And anybody here, I know that you want it. It's just like we put these conditions on this contract and we go, I want it, but I want to take that with me. And that is something that it requires sacrifice. You may have to give up those that you love. It's not a permanent thing unless they choose that. It's just we all want to go together and sing Kumbaya at the same time, and it just doesn't happen that way. I hope that makes sense to you. It's having one foot in and one foot out, and it's just hard to cope with. But when we're ready, we will fully commit to going to that higher density. Nobody said it'd be easy. Just try to refocus. If you're feeling all scrambled, stay grounded as much as you can, meditate and pray as much as you can. The base card tells me everything. This is very strategic. This is why it takes so long to accomplish. All right, choose your words wisely as well. All right. This too shall pass is what we're told. All right, Sister Terry. Well, she stepped out, but she'll watch the replay. Or maybe she's just listening. If she is, we can't talk about her. So, all right. Will my mother leave the hospital to go to a nursing home in New York? Well, we pray for her health, happiness, yours as well. It's pretty much a yes or no, but let's see. Curious, why New York? I don't know why that came to mind, but why New York? Is that where she's originally from? None of my business. I'm just talking out loud. I can't imagine the expense in New York. Whew. Uh, Terry, the expense is an issue. If I have to be careful sometimes because it's a really sensitive thing. She, this is indicating that she'll pass before she gets settled into any nursing home. Yeah. This is laying down and basically dying. There's your divine creator and her leaving this world. I don't know that she will make it to settle into a nursing home. The cost is a huge thing. She just wants to go home and be with family, meaning spiritually on the other side. But the choice is hers. That's the wheel of fortune. She's in control. I think she's been given the option. I just don't know. We just don't know what her decision has been made. Her cycle is completing. That's the world. If she goes, it'll be extremely brief. It could be the thing that pushes her over. Because this is once she goes in, she ain't coming out. That's being stuck. I don't know what information a hospital is giving you or your dad or whatever the situation is or who's putting her there. There's something squirrely about the information about this nursing home I don't like. Because if she does go, she won't make it that long. I'll leave that in your hands. I wish I could just wrap up all the elderly, the innocent, and the kids and just love on them. I know. I have a soft spot for the elderly and for the littles. All right. Anissa, can I have a general reading, please? Sure. Well, we have established that you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Let's see where you're at. Anissa, guard your finances. All right. You're gifted finances, guard it with your life. Especially if you're gifted finances, what it does to the emotional spirit. It brings you joy, but a lot of times right after the joy, you have a downfall here if we tell the wrong people. Because this is happy, sitting pretty, doing great, you're emotionally, everything's coming together because the divine creator was gifting you this. The hermit, we need to remember, is not always the divine creator. It's a reminder to keep this to yourself, be a hermit. This information drip drops out to anybody, it's going to cause conflict and fighting. There is a financial gift of some sort. Now, it does not have to be a stack of money. It's materialistic. You could be gifted a car, a house. It could just be some trinket or a diamond ring or whatever it is. Be careful who you tell and share it with. Keep it to yourself. I don't know if you're expecting anything like that. This is a gift from the divine creator, but you have to be in control of this. This is not something that you can just, hey, everybody jump on board and be on my team. Nope. There is a gift coming. Invest it, even though you'll be tempted to do something else with it and go spend it. So, if you have received or going to receive something, make a good investment. Think about what you want to do. Don't be running out and telling everybody, because then you're just a target. Be very, very careful. So, Anissa, I don't know much about, I believe that you're in South Africa, what resources you have or investments that you can make. Think them through. Get the right advice from the right people. Okay? If you feel like you've already been squirrely minded, this could make it worse. All right, stay focused. Why do these keep jumping? The clicker don't want to click, click, click. Okay. I have managed to lose one of my questions, but I will find it. Well, I might. Who's a baby? Um, Thank you for the card and the candle, sweetheart. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. Well, where did it go? There it is. I found it. Violetta, 2 pictures fell from bookcase yesterday. Can you tell me if someone did it and why? Well, let's find out. I'll have to reset the chat. Ugh, electronics. All right. Who's messing with these bookcases? I'm first looking to make sure that it's positive. The divine are not destructive. So we need to remember that. Will they do things to get your attention? Yes. But when there's flying things, it's normally not a positive thing. The divine stick to little things, synchronicities like numbers and seeing things to get your attention, or like wings the other day. I was doing something and I didn't have a light on in there. It was a little man's birthday. It was one of the birthdays during the holiday break. We had a lot of stuff going on. And I couldn't see something, and I'm like, I need to turn on a light in here. And I got up to go turn on the light, and I got distracted, started doing something else. Surprise, that's me. And then it dawned on me, oh yeah, I needed to turn the light on. And Wayne says, I got it. And he turned on a lamp for me that was beside the couch. And I said, thank you, Wings. Of course, that freaks everyone else out here. But these are little things. That means if you have open communication with angels and things like that, there are soft little things that you see. Stuff starts flying, I question it. Okay, because they don't do that. Aha. First card, the devil. I do not like this. Quickly was taken out. Quickly taken out. Thought he was going to get the upper hand. Yeah, this is a cloaked evil. I'm looking to see if this energy is still here. See, Wyletta, you're going to get homework today. It's just prayer. Okay. We're going to do it right now. Okay. Divine Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, Yeshua, all the heavenly host. I'm asking you to come in right now and cleanse Wyletta and her family and the energies around her home. There is interference here. Archangel Michael, Yeshua, we ask that you cleanse everything, anything that's negative that may be attached. We rebuke it. We expel it. It is not allowed. It does not have consent or permission to be around Wyletta or her family. It is not allowed to attach itself to anything physical, spiritually, emotionally. There are no cords. We cut them. We detach it. Okay. Something just sprung loose. We rebuke it. It is not allowed to have permission to come back. Ever. Thank you, Yeshua. We put Wyletta and her family in divine protection. We cover her. Just thank you, Yeshua. All right, we give thanks, all honor and glory to you. In your precious name, amen. All right. Sorry. When you need to pray, you stop and pray. You don't say you're going to pray, you pray. Okay. There, yeah, Wyletta, there's an attachment there. It's attached to spouse and child. This is a lost entity that needed an attachment, and it just said, oh, let's just choose her family. Now, this can be from a spouse going out to work and bringing an attachment back. Could be kids going out and having an attachment and coming back. Yeah, just to cause you aggravation. This has been cleared up. You are okay, and this is victory. Everything is okay. Now, if this happens again, immediately the base card tells me everything. Queen of Swords. Your words, just kind of just say a few little things that I just said, you don't have consent. Get out. I am not concerned about this, but it was not positive at all. You didn't like it, and your daughter told me she got chills when she was standing next to my desk. She got chills going down her back. Okay, well, the page in this tells me that was your daughter. So I want you to absolutely rebuke it and do the prayer again. Now, what I just did should have cleaned up some of that energy, but you do it yourself. Okay? Yeah, I don't like that energy. Like I said, the divine do not throw things. I will find feathers every once in a while floating down, but there's nothing, they're not violent. Okay? So just get into the habit of, if you've got someone that maybe not spiritually as aware you are, that they're in your home and they're coming back and forth, revolving door. I don't accept, like when Lee goes to work, anything that attaches to him, they don't have consent, you're not allowed to get him to come in this house. If the kids or the littles come over for a visit, don't bring that crap with you. You just don't have permission to come in here. So you can just say these little things. Doesn't take much. Your intention and everything that you put behind it is all that you need. Okay? All right. All right. Now, I know I'm taking a while. I knew today's show would be a lot longer, so I'm not in a hurry. All right. Let's do Terry. I'm leaving for an interview soon. Will the job be mine? Declare it's yours. Okay. Now, sometimes we really, really want it, and God's like, I really, really don't want you to. So we can't throw a fit if we don't get it. We don't realize it at the time. And he's like, I don't want you there. Let's see. Ugh. I don't like the energy about this. Okay, so you've agreed. I don't know if you've known these people before in the past. This is a contract from the past. I don't like this. This is standing up against. Let me take this off the screen. This is like holding your own, standing up against. There's a lot of conflict here. Sharp-tongued boss. You would like who you work with. Hold on, please. What?
Can you unlock the front door so I can get in?
Yeah, okay. Hold on, guys. I have to somehow let my husband in the house. Well, that is not the right camera. Hold on, guys. Well, okay. What is wrong with this thing? Okay. What the crap was I talking about? All right. Lee's on a different schedule. And apparently he didn't like being locked out of the house. I mean, you know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, thanks, Wings. Terry's job. Yeah, the camera switched on me. I don't know why, but because that camera doesn't normally work. All right. So Terry, I think this job would offer you like good people, like coworkers. I don't like the sharp tongued boss. It would cause conflict. I don't. It would absolutely exhaust you. I don't like the energy behind it. You would get the job, yes, you would get it. I'm just concerned about your happiness and your well being if you stay there. Yeah, you could get the job, but I don't know. There's just something about it I don't like. You do you, boo. Okay. All right. What a way to start our day back. Okay. Yeah, all the tarot decks. Well, that's a few of them, but I'll try to put that many out for each show because I never know how many times he's going to tell me to change the decks. But all right. Here we go. Roman. Is the van issue a relay or fuse? There's a water leak related. Otherwise, she's fine, but it's an issue. Wings knows that I know car parts, so he's showing me car parts. Well, first, he showed me a water pump. We don't want that. All right, let's see. Fuse or relay. We thought that was what was wrong with Lee's truck, and it turned out he thought it was the starter. And then it wasn't the starter. And we thought it was the relay. And now we're back to the starter. Relay or fuse? You have thermostat issue? First of all, trust your own instinct. I think you kind of already know this is the cheaper route. Someone's going to convince you that it's not. According to this, it's more on the fuse because that's a cheaper route. Someone's going to try to trick you to steal from you. I think you've already, I don't know if you've worked with Joe to figure out what this is here in the past. Do not let somebody trick you into purchasing something. That's loss. You'll have to be in control of the situation. That means fix it yourself, which you probably already are. Rain and cold triggered it. I thought it was a fuse. According to the cards, it is. There's your strong yes. Somebody will try to convince you that it's something bigger than that. You know how that you have to process of elimination? You start with the cheap stuff and work your way up from there. I get that it's a fairly cheap thing. It's something minor, but it can cause major problems, if that makes sense. You have to get a different perspective. And this tells me that it's not as big a concern as you think it might be. Okay? All right. So I'll let you take it from there and figure out what that means for you. Okay? All right. Miss Mary, I just purchased an original silver tabletop lighter off of Facebook. Did I get real silver lighter? Will it hold value, please? And thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Is it real silver? Well, let's see. You can find some pretty good deals on the marketplace, but then you can also get ripped off. Buyers beware. Mary, I'm worried that this is silver plated. I don't know that the underneath or the core is silver. It is silver on the outside. It is silver on the outside, yes. It's the underlying layer that I'm concerned about. I don't think that it is. But for what you got, it'll pay for itself. These are all balanced out. So you got a good deal. I don't think when you get to the, like I said, the depths of it, that it's real silver. But it's thickly coated in silver. So you did get a good value, is what it's saying. Hope that makes sense. All right, let me refresh this coffee page. All right. Miss Linda, what is happening? Oh, no, you tell me. Last week, my house heating system broke. Overnight last night, my second bathroom flooded. What is happening? Everything falling apart. Our oven went out. I think it's, and speaking of fuses, I think it's just a fuse. It's a wiring issue, but still, I haven't had a chance to look at it. Everything falling apart? Everything dying in the old world? Seems that way, doesn't it? Let's see. Maybe the divine creator is just teaching us patience. Do we need any more lessons with that? Terry, did you hear the reading I gave you on that job? You have to call on Thursday. Didn't really like his vibe. I don't like his vibe either, neither do the cards. I don't like him. All right. Miss Linda, why is everything falling apart? I just get this overwhelming feeling that we're being tested. It's the collective. How can we work together? How are we're being tested? Can you overcome and triumph this? It's one of those, if you can't handle these small issues, and to them it's a small issue, how are you going to handle the bigger ones? That's exactly right. Because when things change, Wheel of Fortune, and you have all of the wealth, King of Pentacles is the head of all finances, how are you going to handle it if it falls apart? So we get tested with trials and tribulations with the little things. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to freak out? Do you know who to call? Did you ask for help from the divine creator? Who are you going to ask for help? We don't like this school, do we? Yeah. So, Linda, breathe through it. Take it one thing at a time. And like my shirt says today, it says, but did you die? No. We're just, is it aggravating? Yes, because it's just 3D problems nobody wants. Breathe through it and test yourself. How are you dealing with it? Did you start cussing and throwing things when it went to crap? Or did you breathe through it and go, okay, you're going to have to help me out? God wants you to turn to Him, and this is just a test. That's what I feel. And when stuff falls apart around here, I'm just like, whatever. I'm not worried about it. It ain't my problem. I just tell God, you want it fixed, you fix it. I'm not. And you know what? He goes, good girl. Because there's no place for worry and fear in His world. You got this, Miss Linda. All right, Roman. Any place for me to live soon? What says Spirit, please? Can they? Will they? I don't know. What are you going to do if they come back and say, none yet? They might. Well, Roman, you don't have too much longer here. Okay, this is you looking into the future. Okay, and this is you. I am tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Well, it's wrapping up. 10 of Wands. This is a lot of burden. Tens are coming to a conclusion, coming to an end. Oh gosh. Roman, did you find you a woman? Just saying. This is getting into an agreement with a female. All right. Someone can offer a place. This could just be a landlady. Roman's like, woohoo, a chick. Curious to know if it's in the local area where you're at now, because this is the community. All right, that's your local community. It's like someone's going to offer. I don't get that it's quite what you're dreaming about, but it's because it's temporary. This is disappointment. It's not what I really wanted. It's not what I planned, but it's just until you're financially stable. Got a lot of threes in here. Okay. Roman, here's some advice. Do you know how Roman likes to have his knee-jerk reactions, right? Okay. What does Roman normally do when he doesn't like what he's offered and it's not everything that he wanted? Does Roman throw tantrums and leave? Yes. This is temptation to just leave. Well, I don't want that. You need to stand up to this and resist it and be more smiles. Okay. And get excited about the situation, because instead of running from the opportunity, embrace it and go, all right, let's see what this brings. Because this is just, it's a temporary thing. So I think that your situation is going to improve, not where you want it to be, but it will eventually. You just want a place. Okay. This says do not give in to the temptation to just run and go, no, I don't want that, because it's not up to your standards. This is take what you can get right now. There's a reason for it. I think you're also being tested. Will he stop running? Okay. There's a female energy here that may offer something in the community. Hey, would you like to stay here? It's not your dream home. It's not what you want, but it's temporary. Okay. I want you to resist running. Okay. Okay. All right. So you're going to be tested. So if somebody makes that offer, get excited about it and go, okay, I can make this work. That's the attitude that I think the divine creator is looking for. Not, well, it's not good enough, I'm leaving. All right. All right. We shall see. This is the soap opera of Roman. How will it end? All right. Joby. Guidance from my spirit guides and ancestors on this pregnancy journey. Well, we're with you and we're excited for you. Let's see what advice we can get. Okay. I don't want that deck. Picky, picky, picky. Tarot of Dreams. Okay. That's right. Even the crumbs are good. After a few crumbs, it makes a whole slice of bread. Look at it that way. Joby, I'm getting this is one of those embrace every moment. This including the yucky stuff. Like if you have morning sickness or something like that. Embrace it all. This is, wow, this is one precious little starseed. Don't get distracted with the financial aspect of having a child. A lot of people do. But I want this, and I want this for my child, and I get it. All right, because this is investments that you've made. You will succeed, triumph. They're going to get better. But don't be distracted by that. All right? Stay focused. Pregnancy can do a lot of things. Make sure that you stay on track with your goals for yourself. Prayer, meditation, staying grounded, because that's good for the little one too. This little starseed, this is in the past position. All right? It also tells me healthy. This little starseed's been waiting for a long, long time. There's some financial gift here. Do you have relatives that want to gift this baby something? I don't know that it's coming in. Curious to know if there's a relative that passed away, and maybe there's something that is left for this child. Yeah. Now, we've teased a lot about this was grandma coming back in. The pregnancy, communication is key. You need to speak to this star child with complete adult language. This is a brilliant, brilliant child. This is communication. This pregnancy is going to be beautiful. There is some type of financial gift here that was left for you or left for this child. Embrace it. This is beautiful. Now, you'll have to make some tough decisions of where you invest it. All right. Don't let it cause conflicts and worry. Money's great, but it can cause a lot of problems too. So pregnancy is beautiful, but remind yourself that you're hosting this child. Keep the connection between you and baby good, but also don't forget about you. Take care of yourself. You're healthy, baby's healthy. Beautiful reading for the pregnancy. Okay. Moon, have you been drinking? Fell asleep, had a dream. Lee, Roman, and I were gliding and dancing, and everyone else was there, all having a party. She'd been drinking. Moon's been in the moonshine. I'm just saying. I think that's wonderful. Well, we all need to be partying and having fun. But Joby, I think that take care of yourself. All is going to be well. But you have a financial gift coming now. I don't know where it's coming from. I just keep feeling that it's a family member that's going to offer. So keep that in mind. Make sure there's no strings attached and you don't get wound up doing something you don't want to. All right, Miss Colleen, can I please get a message from my divine spirit guides? Sure. All right. He's showing me this pulling apart. What's the separation? You don't hate the idea. What is the separation? There's a lot of conflict right now. There's waiting on a financial gift. Are you wanting to separate? Yeah, you're wanting to do your own thing. That's a partnership. This is doing your own thing. There's this, Colleen, I don't know your situation here. There's a fear here. There is so much worry about what happens if I separate from this person. You've made an agreement with somebody. But there's a desire to break the contract. I want to do my own thing. This is be patient. All right. We don't already know that. Temper the temper. Don't let this guy aggravate you. All right. Your independence and sovereignty is coming. There's just this really strong pull that I need out. I need away from this person. I need out of this contract. I need out of this agreement. But this is making investments, and this is waiting on for the harvest to kick in. The harvest is coming. But you got to wait a little bit longer. There is a male energy here, sharp tongue male. Could be a boss. It could be a spouse, could be a partner. And this is your RV card. There's just this pull, tug, like I need out. I didn't want to do my own thing. That's what I'm getting. This is coming and you've been doubting it. Is this ever going to happen? Yes, it is. Have you started making plans of what you want your life to look like by yourself? Just curious. You don't have to answer any of this. I just talk out loud. All right. Let me refresh this. We're getting there, guys. Joanna, can I get a spiritual read for the new month? Sure. All right. Colleen says, just have never been on my own, but yes, looking forward to my independence. You got this. There's nothing to fear. You're going to be fine. All right, Joanna, you've got do you have something legal going on this month? This is being in limbo. Something's in limbo and it's exhausting. But it's wrapping up. It's coming to an end. A lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of just pushing it down the line. This is like my professional in the community card, like a lawyer card. The reason I ask is because I have the scales in here. Is there still a legal issue regarding maybe your son? Or I hope that there's not a new one. This month is a good, happy month for you. It's like it's starting out kind of rough, but it gets better. This is being happy, fulfillment, and strength. And you have an Ace of Wands. Actions will be taken. But again, it's like the first half is kind of stressful. Like there's something that you've been focusing on. Don't let the devil in your head, okay? This is chains being attached, and he gets in your head and he's convincing you about possibly finances or how much is this going to cost me. But the base card is the Justice card too. There is something here that seems like it's going to be resolved. The first half of the month seems a little rough. The second half seems amazing. I don't know if that resonates with you or not, but it says just if you can just breathe through the first couple of weeks, you're going to be fine. And we're almost a week into it. So if you've got some legal issues that you've been waiting or keep being pushed back or delayed, don't worry about it. It's going to work itself out. Okay? I agree, Marcy. Elisa's got a lot of great songs out. Yeah, Moon. Yeah, newborn babies, tater salad. We're gonna be dancing. There's all kinds of. That's a crazy party. All right, Charlene. Message for the collective, please. Don't know if anyone already asked. They have not. So this will be for everybody. What do we want? Okay. Has ways to show me the negative, the thief, the liar, the just all the negativity. But it's like wringing out a towel. They don't have much left, but they're going to drag this out, kicking and screaming as long as they can. Yeah, see the thief and liar card. He kept showing me thief and liar. They are going to wring out every last drop of trouble, worry, and issues. But they're out of time. He's juggling. Yeah. This is fear of the unknown. So these are twos. 5 of Swords. They're all strategic. They want to burn it all down. I don't know what in the world's going to happen the next couple of weeks, but they have some tricks up their sleeve, but so do we. We are the manifestors. The strength is on our side. That beast has been tamed. As far as the collective goes, and this has always been part of the reading that we get. In order to get on the better end of things, we have to have this crazy tower moment, okay? And justice has to happen. We've always known that. But things are on our side. They only have so many tricks up their sleeve. You're about to see a movement of God. The Ace of Wands is an action taken by the divine creator. Something is going to happen. And it's going to look like everybody's left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles is, you could see sickness, injury. You could see people that have lost all of their money. There's a lot of different things. Is that for the collective? No. Do not. This is smoke and mirrors. We've lost everything. You'll lose it if you're meant to lose it. Your stuff is protected. Don't follow the smoke and mirrors. Look over here. Have you given any thought that this Maduro thing is all smoke and mirrors? It just depends. The base card for the collective is New Beginnings. That's where we're at. Look up. It's all going to be fine. Okay. All right. Let's go. Brother Richard has this one. Can I get a reading from Spirit? Sure. All right. Richard. Richard, have you thought about looking into speaking with someone about how to be more financially secure and independent? These are 9s, and this is sitting pretty, doing well financially. But this tells you to speak to someone, like a professional, how to manage money. I think you've done this in the past, but you need to get a different perspective. Spirit wants you to change your perspective of everything. There's communication. You need to contact somebody. There's something about your material world that you could get some assistance in. You're going to have to make some tough decisions. Two of Wands. Whether that's moving money, investing money, but they're saying seek advice financially. See what offers are out there. And this could be a better turnaround for you. They're really encouraging you to do that. There's something you're missing, you're not seeing. I'm not a financial advisor, but they could help you with. They could guide you. God is trying to tell you this. That's the divine creator going. He's shining a light on it. So if you've been thinking about it, divine spirit's backing you up, going, yes, please, because that's God saying, yes, listen, go do this. So go talk to somebody. But they're not going to come to you. You've got to pick up the phone and make the appointment. Okay. So they're really encouraging you to do this. Okay. So they've given you homework. All right. Sister Bonita, may I have a reading from the Spirit for the next 2 weeks? Sure. Well, if it matches everybody else, it's going to look a little rough. We're used to rough. It didn't say end of the world, it just said rough. We're going to manifest Miss Bonita's 2 weeks are beautiful. Bonita, something's wrapping up. Okay, so this is cycles completing, victory, so you can start something new. Have you been worried about a sibling? Or someone that feels like a sibling? There's a sibling. Could be a husband sibling, but there's a sibling card in here, and there's fear of this person. Something has happened. There's a sibling card in here. Now this is, it's going to be okay. There's your strength card. But there's a gesture here, a financial gesture. I don't know if this person needs help financially. They're going to get it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come from you, but there will be an agreement made. It'll make everybody happy. They just don't want to say what it is. High Priestess is about secrets. But you may be having a conversation, this Queen of Swords, this is communication, about the different options. Someone that it just feels like a sibling to me. That's a sibling card. Someone from your past that may feel like a sibling, could be a BFF that feels like a sister. Somebody may reach out and go, hey, what do you think I could do about this? And it doesn't mean that you're signing a check over to somebody. It just means that there's advice here that you're going to help wrap up their issues. Just a brother I have no contact with. They may call you. And just be prepared. It doesn't have to be your sibling. It could be husband's sibling. It could be somebody who feels like. Sometimes we have cousins that are really, really close that feel like we're a best friend. But somebody that feels like, oh, I know you from a past life that you're really close to. Okay? You're just going to help resolve a problem here in the next couple of weeks. So, if they take the initiative and reach out, don't be shocked. All right. We are almost done. We have 3 left, guys. All right. Sister Pam, may I get a reading from Spirit? Surely so. All right. Somebody got engaged? Who's getting married? Oh, Kristen, yeah, I saw that. I'm happy for her. Good for her. She deserves happiness. All right. Miss Pam, what we got? Miss Pam, you cannot let the distractions of the world keep you from taking care of yourself and having a little fun. This could be independent fun by yourself, could be with a partner. This is having fun. This is trying to find time to have fun. Like, well, but it's about money. Well, not everything costs money. Having fun, everyone has a different opinion of. Having fun to me is walking around a gun store. It's stuff like that. Are you talking yourself out of doing things for yourself just because we don't really have the money for that, or I just don't have time? Those are distractions. Once upon a time, you knew how to do this. You knew how to put Miss Pam first and say, you know what? I think I'm going to take myself to lunch today, whatever that means to you. I don't care if you pack a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and go sit under a tree. There, you have got, God is trying to communicate with you, okay? That it's like you're waiting for the world to burn down, okay? These are strategic messages. No, we have to focus on the positive stuff. This is celebration. If everything is always grind, this is that slave mentality that we all have, that you do the 9 to 5. Not anymore. It's like 9 to 9, right? You're constantly doing for everyone else. You're constantly go. I've got a list of things, and by the time I get to the end of I got to turn the paper over, and I got another list to do. We need to just stop, and we need to go. You know what? No, I'm not today. Breathe. 10 minutes. Maybe you just go in the bathroom, lock the door, and stare at yourself in the mirror and go, you deserve to be happy. You are beautiful. Be positive. You need to do more of this. You're like Stretch Armstrong. Everybody is pulling you in all different directions. But Pam doesn't know where Pam belongs. Okay? What do you like to do? Base card. Feeling like I don't fit in. You do. You fit in with the divine creator. Take some time for yourself. Remember, the hermit can be, take some me time. You need to. You are not Stretch Armstrong. We are not pulling you in all directions. Okay? So divine spirit wants you to reel it in and focus on You. Yeah, and God rested on the seventh day. Isn't that right? Yet we run around here and we won't excuse ourselves for having a day off. That's crazy. Even God took a day off. All right. Miss Mary, can I please have a general reading for 2 weeks? All right. Everybody just wants 2 weeks, and then they're like, to hell with the rest of it. Let's just survive 2 weeks. All right. We as empaths in this community tend to think about all the things that we need to do for everybody else. And then by the time we get around to ourselves, we're so daggone tired, we'd just be happy with a nap. But we're settling. Why are we settling? Yes, naps are nice, and absolutely do that. But that's not your reward should not be a nap. Your reward should be doing something for yourself. Whatever that is, everybody's different, so I can't name something specific. All right. Miss Mary for 2 weeks. Mary, is there some finance court case settlement? This is financial settlement completing. But there's a warning here not to be tricked. This to be very strategic, get a different perspective. Are you due a settlement or something? This is knee jerk. Don't do anything crazy with these finances. Protect yourself legally. You finally got your passport this weekend. Okay, well, don't tell anybody that. No one saw that. There's something, a settlement or something, there's a legal issue that has to do with money. Please be very, very careful. There is opportunity for investment, but it's a page that tells me that, you know how it is about when we have this conversation about your son, and there's the devil card. Don't be tempted. Give it to me. I'll invest it for you. You have the rest of your lawsuit, but you owe taxes. This is somebody wanting to rob you blind. This is, be careful. You can strategically do this, get a different perspective. The base card is 3 of Pentacles. That's a lawyer card or an advisor that could help you out with this. I am not a financial advisor, but there may be something to this that, I don't know. I don't want to tell you to not pay your taxes because that's not right. I don't know the situation. But according to this, if you're strategic, don't let somebody swindle you out of money that you don't owe. Just be careful. Okay? Fiduciary lawyer. Yeah. Talk to somebody that is got your best interest at heart. Okay? All right. Let me refresh our coffee page. Nothing there. So we have our final question. A sunshine on a cloudy day. Here we go. Is an event going to prevent traveling over the weekend? This coming weekend, right? Well, we'll see. I don't like that deck. I don't want that deck. I don't want that deck either. All right, we'll do this one. Something gonna happen to prevent traveling. So like this coming weekend, which would be the 10th and the 11th. This is one of those, it depends on where you are. Some people will. Very temporarily, there's something going on. This has been planned for quite a while. It's a good guy card. That's Yeshua, Archangel Michael, the white hats, all of the above. That's good guys. That's in the past position. That means they're well aware of what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. There could be an earthly event. This is Mama Gaia, but this is also galactic. There are some energies here. So we have atmospheric stars, but Gaia at the same time. I'm just curious if this is natural energy that could cause earthquake. There's something that affects the world. That's another Gaia card. So I just wonder if it's a natural disaster. There could be loss. There could be riots and looting. I don't get that it's going to cause as many problems. It's very sporadic. I don't get traveling issues this weekend. This is celebration. Go ahead and invest in your tickets or whatever if you are traveling or if you're going by car. And this is Mr. T is in charge. Don't worry about it. It could be slow moving traffic. The death card is always about it just goes slow. Could be some delays or something, but halting it altogether, no. Will they try to put it out on the news? Yeah, but this tells me it's bullshit. People are going to be traveling just fine. You're protected. It's like if something happens, don't believe everything you see and half of what you hear. There are plans in place. Okay? All right. Well, that's all I've got. Call for earthquake in Cali. Well, let me tell you, we had over our Christmas, it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, it was 70 degrees, and then 8 hours later, it was in the single digits. We had hurricane winds. We had an earthquake, tornado warnings. We did it all. We just wanted to make sure that we could get it all out of our system before the end of the year. It's crazy. Okay, now, plans. I have private readings tomorrow, and then I will see you back here on Wednesday so you can bring your questions. Thursday, humanitarian meeting. And we'll talk about that more on Wednesday. The world's going to give us lots of events in the meantime. Stay positive, okay? I love each and every one of you. It's good to talk to you after 2 weeks. Back in the saddle again. Like I said, if that grandbaby decides to come, I will put it in the community page or on Telegram that something got canceled. Okay, because I have the littles. All right, guys. Until Wednesday, I love you. Blessings, blessings. All right. Think of some more questions. We'll do it on Wednesday. All right, guys. Have a blessed evening. Bye.